What's good with it, YouTube? Generation X in the building, Mr. Wake That Ass Up. Finna come at y'all with this PowerPoint presentation. Today I want to talk about why do we hate ourselves? Why do black people, why we hate ourselves so much? You know what I'm saying? We don't really look at the whole layout of why we hate ourselves. We kind of ignore the reasons and the situations we've been put in. And it has made us hate ourselves. The doctrine that we've been taught, the way we've been raised, the way the world look at us. Now, we've always been lied to about our divinity. That's why we hate ourselves. But first, let me get into this presentation right quick. I'm gonna take my time with this. I ain't gonna be long. Real quick. Let me make sure y'all good. Make sure y'all straight. All right. Now, before I get started, I want to ask all my people, all my black people all over the world. It don't matter where you at. I know I got family everywhere. All in Switzerland and shit, China, black people, wherever you at. Ask yourself, do we need Europeans? Do we need white people? Ask yourself, just think about it. Do we really need Europeans? Majority of our people, I mean, we're the most athletic, we're the most durable. We can take the sun. Our lands and our native indigenous lands are filled with trillions on trillions of dollars worth of natural resources, fresh water, clean air. All we gotta do is take it back. All we gotta do is get back in control of our destiny, our lands, and our knowledge and education, our food and everything. And this why I'm getting on this topic. Why do we hate each other? Because we need to get back to understanding that black people all over the world need to have one mutual agreement. We need to control our own. We need to govern our own. And if you stay in tune with this channel, that's what I'm all about. I'm all about trying to get black people all over the world to understand that we need to come together under the same mutual agreement that we need to govern ourselves. We don't need to be under European control no more. I'm tired of this shit. I don't know about y'all, but I'm through with it. It's like a bad relationship. I'm through with them. I'm done with these motherfuckers. I don't want to see no Trump. No, I don't want to go vote. Fuck all. We need our own shit for straight up. So let's get into it, man. Like I said, the first question y'all have to just ask yourself: do we need Europeans? Do we need white people to control us, to dictate us, and help us? No. All right, let's go, man. Why do we hate each other? Our people need to create our own. Our people need to control our people. Our people need to control our people. We need to govern ourselves. We must have our own nation, our own land, industry, technology, military, down to the socks. It don't matter what you think. We need our own everything. We need to get back into thinking this way because this will empower you as a person, as an individual. You know, as a copper-colored man or original man, original woman, you will see yourself trying to strive to be better in the world. You won't just settle for what's going on. If you're not researching and educating yourself on a daily basis, thinking like this will lead you down that path. If you put in your mind that black people need to create our own nation, somewhere deep down in you, your ancestors gonna talk to you and they're gonna help you seek knowledge because you got to do your part too. This ain't just on me. This ain't just on Akon or somebody. This ain't on nobody but all of us. All of us have to come to the same mutual agreement that we must own our own nation, our land, industry, technology, education, food, clothes. I'm talking about. I want to see black people own the farms, the mines, then own the factories and industries that create clothes and shoes and gold chains and lamps and tables, all that shit down to us. And then when you go in the store and purchase these things that we creating, we the ones profiting from it. Okay, ain't no more middleman shit. I don't want to see black people doing all the work and then Europeans collecting all the money. You know what I'm saying? And then being the middleman when you try to make a purchase, and they getting more money and overcharging you for things that they underpaying employees to create and get. I don't want to deal with this European power no more. So black people, we need our own nation. This is what I mean by our own nation. We need our land, our industry, technology, military, etc. Everything. Look at them guys, man. Look at the military guy. Can you imagine all of our brothers, all of our sisters that's militarized and they soldiers at heart? Can you imagine us with our own army, protecting our land, protecting our industries, protecting our technology? Okay, that's what we need. Our science, archaeology, everything down to dig it in the earth and all that. We need black people. We need our own shit. Now, next slide. We need to control our food and education. Now, I put this on here because I want people to understand that we are filled with great minds. Don't ever think black people can't do it, or we too stupid to do it, or we just too naive to do it. We have great minds. We've created great minds out of poverty, out of the low class area of America has came great minds, like Malcolm X and Dr. Clark and shit. Like, I'm talking about Ivan Van Sertima. These are some of the people up there. That's a Barbara Sizemore. She used to be in control of the school district in Maryland, I believe, in D.C. So we got people, we got minds, we got teachers, we got professors, we got holistic doctors. Look at Dr. Sebi. He's one that brought that holistic style of eating and the correct way of feeding our body and taking care of our body. He brought that to the table. And he himself came over here and said, when he went to meet Oprah and Farrakhan and all these other people that's supposed to be in power or supposed to be black leaders in America and in these other countries, and he would sit down and talk to them about food and how we eat, and they wasn't worried about that shit. They didn't care. Farrakhan and Oprah and them people like that, they don't care about the well-being of black people. People like Ivan Van Sertima, Malcolm X, Dr. Sebi, like I'm showing y'all here, Dr. Clark, Dr. Ben. These people that cared about black people, where we trying to go. Okay, that's what we need to respect. We need to respect our black educated minds that are living out here. Give them their roses while they still here. Don't wait till they pass and then be like, oh man, they was great. Now we need to put our great minds in a position to lead our people today. Okay. Now, all brown skinned folks with one goal. Now I put this on here because I want all my people to know, like I say, I'm Generation X. I'm all about all of us coming together, despite of what you believe or what you think. We need to have one mutual agreement that we need to govern ourselves, control ourselves, all that. Like I'm showing you down everything, especially the land, and protect it with our own military. But I put this on here because I understand that there are brown skinned folks in America, South America, Caribbean islands, Africa. We got family out in England, out in Russia. It's family everywhere, all scattered out. But once we form this nation, I want all my black people to know that we want y'all to migrate to our nation. We don't want nobody being an outsider because you don't believe in black people. We want you to believe in us. So when we form this nation, which is going to be already predominantly in the places we already are, so we can control our resources. But people that are spread out in the diaspora, people from England and black people all up in Russia and all up in Canada and all this type of, these cold regions, come back to the tropical regions. Bring your black ass back home and raise your babies down here in this tropical region where we can control our own and govern ourselves. So your babies, our next generation, will have their own nation. They won't have to keep asking and talking about Black Lives Matter and this, that, the third, and keep on looking for a piece of the pie and shit. We don't want that no more. All brown skinned people all over the world, listen, we need one goal, and that's to govern ourselves. Like I asked y'all, do we need Europeans? We got the biggest population in the world. We got the highest birth rate, but we got the youngest generation right now. Okay, Africa is one of the youngest continents in the world. It's like, I think the average age over there is like 19, 20, and they got a high birth rate. But you have racist people and uneducated people who think that these countries over in Africa and our people, they doing this because they don't have birth control. Well, it's third world. They should be making babies over there and they poor. Now, see, we got to get away from these European powers so they can stop undermining our people and stop putting labels and tags on our people. Let us label our own people. We know we got shit that we need to fix, but a lot of our problems we're dealing with is because of colonialism. It's because we're being extorted. There's a lot of corruption going on in our countries, and that corruption is coming from foreign powers coming in, deceiving our people, writing up false treaties, getting us to sign these raggedy ass deals and deals that's not gonna benefit us. It's just benefiting them. So a lot of that going on. That's why I say we gotta control our own so we can protect our people with great minds and somebody that don't really understand the contract or agreement they're trying to get into. If we were saluting our great minds, we'd be able to sit down and dictate these contracts, these agreements that y'all making with these foreign powers, okay? But they know that that's their advantage. They can go in. They've isolated us. They scattered us out all over the world, so they can kind of isolate us in these different countries, outman us, overpower us, get us to sign them papers and shit. And then on the flip side, will publicize you, a black man. You look like the bad guy. You look like you third world. You the one pope. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. Brown skinned folks all over the world. We need that same mutual agreement that we need to govern our own, control our own, and leave these foreign powers alone. And if you in these foreign countries, come back home because the nation is forming. It's coming together. All right, next slide. Our new empire. All right. Now I want my people to look at this real close. I want y'all to just look. Now I got a picture from the Confederate when the Confederate States was in America, but I want y'all to kind of look at the demographic of North America. You know, North America is hot, very, very hot in the southern regions. And that's where a lot of our dark-skinned indigenous people were. A lot of the Choctaws and Cherokees and Seminoles and Blackfoot, a lot of them come from the down south region. You know, you have your Sioux and your other native tribes when you go up, but you know, a lot of those, you know, fair-skinned or whatever, but the dark-skinned tribe, most of the darker tribes come from South America, the Caribbean islands, and the southern region of North America, okay? Turtle Island, pretty much. But this is my demographic view of our new nation. Me, I know for a fact that Black people have always been in America. And we've always been in this region way before Europeans came over here. It's even documented. When Columbus and them came over here, they ran into people, copper-colored people, okay? So for all my Europeans out there who feel like this is your country and this is that, the third, some of y'all are the same people that would try to tell my people to go back to Africa. But what I want to tell you right now, European American, go back to Europe. Because America is not your natural indigenous land, period. It's a historical fact that y'all came over here in 1616, you know, 1492, 1515. Y'all just got over here, okay? And this country, the way y'all see it, was just formed in 1776. But it really wasn't all the way done into the early 1900s. That's what a lot of people don't understand. This country was not what we see it as today until after the Civil War, into the early 1900s, to the Reconstruction period. So they put this country together fairly quickly, but it's fairly new. Okay, so I want y'all to understand, America is new. It ain't really been alive, but a little about 100 and some years, 200 years maybe, really alive. Okay, so we gotta think about that. That's important. To show you that we can step outside of this American Constitution. We can get out of this. We create our own. And when we create our own, this will be our demographic view of our empire, okay? We're going to have our nations in the southern region of North America. We're going to have our nations in Africa, of course, our nations in South America, and our nations in the Caribbean islands, okay? And we're going to be linked with all of our brothers and sisters. So when it comes to trade and industry, corporations, all of these will be linked. We no longer need China. We don't need Europe. Okay, we don't need those other. We don't need Iraq and Iran. We don't need them. We got enough oil, cotton, water, fresh air, vegetation, medical herbs. We got enough everything in our lands to control our lands. And I know for a fact that the brothers and sisters over there in Africa right now, they would appreciate what I'm saying right now, especially out in South America too, because there's a lot of brown skinned people out there who want to see change, and a lot of them living in poverty and shit, same way we are. They're dealing with drugs being brought in, guns being brought in, all that shit, a lot of corruption. I even just read a news article out there in Australia where some white guy, the company is suing him for millions of dollars because he blew up a Aboriginal site, one of the sites that the indigenous people of Australia, which was black people, a site that they built. They said it was like 65,000 years old, and they blew it up just to gold mine, just to go in there and get that gold. So that's what I want y'all to understand. Our lands are packed with natural resources. We won't need nobody for nothing. Science, agriculture, nothing. Okay? That's why we need our own empire. This is the vision of our new empire. But yet we're separated by belief. Now I put this on here because I want everybody on YouTube to pay attention. We got our Christian niggas, we got our Islam niggas, we got our Native Americans, we got our Moors, we got our Hebrew Israelites, we got our Egyptians. Okay. Now, to me, I came up with this analogy. It's kind of like we all got different guns, but we shooting at the same target, and we arguing about the fact that we don't have the same gun. Like, say for instance, if the NOI using the AK, the Hebrew Israelites using the AR, the Native Americans using the shotgun, the Christians and the Egyptians, they got 9s and 35, but the NOI mad because everybody ain't got an AK. The Hebrew Israelites mad because everybody ain't got an AR, but we all shooting at the same target. That's what I'm saying. We are separated by belief. I talk to so many people on YouTube and so many people in general public who believe and subscribe to different beliefs, and they say black people can't come together because we don't have the same belief. That's ridiculous to me. That's just like going to Asia and you trying to tell me that all them Asians got the same belief. That's like going to Europe and trying to tell me all them Europeans got the same belief. They don't, y'all. You can't go nowhere, no other continent. We about the only people on planet Earth that is the goddamn 30 trillion ass, and we think everybody's supposed to have the same belief. That's ridiculous, y'all. Despite of what you believe, I don't care if you think your people was here in America or your people was in the Caribbean islands or your people was in Africa. I don't care where you think your people were. Brown-skinned people, my melanated people, my black people, we need to have the same mutual agreement that we need to control our own people, okay? Our own nation, land, industry, technology. Like I'm saying, we need to control all this. So within this nation, we can have different, within our empire, we can have different nations. If you're Nation of Islam, okay, yeah, y'all can have y'all territory. You Christians, y'all believe it, have y'all territory. Okay, you got the Hebrew Israelites, so you have y'all territory. But at the end of the day, when you go down there and vote, or when you're looking for a role model, or you're trying to indulge in a position of power, you are never going to look at white people for leadership and royalty and all that. You're gonna look at your people. Okay, when you go vote, you're gonna vote for your people. Okay, that's the mutual agreement. So it don't matter all this belief and shit. Okay, I know that we've been here in America. Well, I'm telling y'all, Europe. If anything, the Europeans need to go. Okay, and we have our lands back. I would really agree with that. But I know that's not gonna happen. I know these white folks, they don't want to go back to Europe. They scared they're gonna go back into a dark age. They don't want to go back over there. They feel like this is the land of the free and the promised land and all that shit. So we might have to just let them stay over here. But hey, we can trade, we can work. When it comes to clubbing and part, whatever for y'all, we can still mingle with white folks and all that. But when it comes to power and who's in control, we are going to be in control. Do y'all hear me? Our great minds are going to be controlling our education, our food, okay, our industry. That's what we want to do. We have the same mutual agreement, despite of what you believe, okay? So everybody that think we just come from Egypt, or everybody that think we just come from North America, or everybody that think we come from a fallen asteroid out the sky, whatever you believe, it don't matter no more. We need the same mutual agreement that we need to control our own people, okay? Now, if you indulge in religion, if you call yourself a Moor, a Hebrew, and all Christian, and all Hindu, I've even conversated with some black people that say we should go into Hinduism. I want y'all to understand something. Majority of religions curse black people. This is facts. I'm not playing with y'all. Most of your religion, when you get in your book and really study it, black is cursed. Black means death. Y'all see this? Y'all read that. Black according to science means death. Understanding Moorish science, okay? To all my Moors, Can y'all please explain to me? Is that what y'all think? That we are cursed? That we curse people? Or is this is there another way y'all can elaborate what that means when it say understanding more science, when the more science saying black according to science means death? I need somebody to elaborate that to me. But here y'all see in the middle, this is a Hindu picture. This is black. You see she got the tongue out and all that. And up here, I want y'all to read about what black means in Hindu, what it means to the Dravidians. So, black in India has connotations with lack of desirability, evil, negativity, and inertia. Now, inertia is to do nothing or to remain unchanged. So that's just that means you're just lazy. You don't do nothing. You don't want to do shit. So in India, black, that's what that means. It means you lazy, you negative, you evil, you undesirable, all that, okay? It also represents anger and darkness and is associated with the absence of energy, barrenness, and death, okay? Black is a sign of death, okay? Black is used as a representation of evil and is also used to ward off evil. Now, when I read that, I'm like, how? So y'all saying black evil, but y'all also use it to shoot, to ward off evil, to get evil away. Y'all use black shit. That's crazy. Now let's go to understanding the synagogue of Satan. Let's understand what Jews think. What does the black Hebrew, what does the Jews think about black? Okay, the Jewish Talmud rabbi corrupted the biblical story of Noah and turned it into a racist curse of Ham myth. It teaches that blackness of skin is a curse from God, and our big lips and elongated penises. The curse that the rabbis taught made the African fit only for slavery to the whites. Y'all hear that? So when the Talmud and your Holy Bible, when they talk about black is cursed and your lips is cursed and your skin is cursed and your curly hair is cursed, and for all my guys out there, when they talk about our elongated phalluses, when you look at your and it's long and you know what I'm saying, we know it's not a curse. We know we know that's the shit. They got pumps and dildos and all type of shit trying to imitate our shit, but we know this is not a curse. But based on the Talmud, based on Judaism, they believe that all that shit is a curse. And like they said, they put this in place so it can justify their slavery. They can justify calling you a dumbass. They can say God ordained you to be a slave. You know what I'm saying? So if you indulge in these religious beliefs, this is part of the reason why you probably hate your own people. You probably feel like God cursed you, or you feel like you probably mad at your mom and daddy for having you. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of hate in our blood based off our beliefs, man. We believe these different things, and we feel like just because the next brother or the next black man don't believe what we believe, we into it. We can't get along. We can't see eye to eye. But let me ask y'all this. If I told a Islamic brother, Native American brother, whatever, a Moorish brother, if I told y'all, hey, man, let's control our own land. Let's govern our own people. I'll vote you in, Moorish brother, as a president. I'll vote you in, Hebrew Israelite brother, as a president. I don't want to vote for Donald Trump and Sarah Palin and all these Hillary Clinton. I don't want to vote for them no more. I want to vote for you, black man. With the Moors and Hebrew, would y'all be down with that? You have to ask yourself these type of questions. If you're not down with that, then low key, you still committing black on black crime. You still think black people cursed. You don't want to deal with niggas. And you got black people that talk like that, man. I don't want to deal with niggas. Shit. Niggas did worse to me than some white folks. That's crazy to me when people say that. Of course, black people done did some fucked up shit today because we live in this fucked up society. We've been brainwashed. We've been duped. We've been lied to so long. We've been taught that black means death. And of course, the white man gonna be nice now because they winning. They done already won. They ain't gotta be mean and shit no more. They ahead. They ahead 300 years. Hell yeah, they nice. So black people, stop blaming other black people. Stop saying the nigga done did worse to you and all that shit. Because these crackers is doing the worst shit to you and your people all over the world. All right, under colonialism and under these belief systems, these justifying your demise by through a god. Now that's bullshit. Okay, so black people, open your eyes, man. We need to work for self. Black means divine. I ain't gonna let nobody tell me different. Black is divine. It's a reason why our ancestors painted their sculptures like this and drew themselves dark, because Darkness is the essence of creation. If when the sun go down, when the nighttime fall, what color is in the sky? What color do you recognize that you see? Without that sun, the whole galaxy is black. Everything black. Okay? Without that sun, there wouldn't be no life. But without that galaxy, without that black hole, without Newt, there wouldn't be no sun. Okay? All things come out of blackness, come out of darkness. Okay? Darkness is the beginning of all colors. Everything trickles down from black. Okay? White is without. White is without color, without everything. White ain't got everything that is white, like cauliflower, white rice. It don't have nothing in it. No nutrients, none of that. Okay. Black is divine. This is the color of the universe. This is the color of the galaxy. Okay. This is the color of your skin. This is why you are melanated. You are the closest entity to the sun on planet Earth. There is no other creature, you know what I'm saying, walking this planet that looks like us and can be in the sun like us, can do that like us, other than certain, reptiles and things that live in the sun. But most time, we when it comes to human life, most time we ignore the fact that we are people of the sun. And these other people get skin cancers and things like that. They need suntan lotion to go out there. We don't need none of that. The galaxy is in tune directly with us because black is divine. Okay, black is royalty. Now, I'm sure y'all see this picture right here. This is the picture of the Black Madonna and Child. Now, for all my people out there who subscribe to these beliefs and religions, I want to let you know that the Pope, this is what he kisses. He pays homage to the Black Madonna. That's big right there. You gotta understand. You gotta accept that fact. You gotta ask yourself, like, damn, why is the Pope kissing my mama? You know what I'm saying? Why is he kissing the black woman? Because you divine. You are royal, black woman, black man. You a divine creature, man. Do you know that man, I ain't gonna get into that. Whatever, we just gonna keep on, man. I'm telling you, black, you divine, man. Don't let nobody tell you different, man. We the shit, bro. All right? Gang banging. Now, I just told y'all we divine. But when you look at American culture, American cities and these ghettos and where we stay at, this is what we see, okay? So when you try to tell the brother he divine, when you try to tell the sister he divine, they not really gonna hear that because they done been raised in this type of environment. They've been raised in poverty. They ain't had nothing. If you take away the bandana color from all these brothers, you get the same brother. They come from a fucked up household. They into some shit they really don't want to get into. Because I'm telling y'all, I've been locked up before. I was locked up with some gangbang. I was locked up with some ABKs, some EBKs, GDs, Vice Lords. I was locked up with motherfuckers. And they have the same type of stories, man. They don't want to do this shit, but this all they know. This all they got. This the only opportunity they got, man. And they trying to make somebody of themselves. They don't want to just be no bum in the street. So they're going to go out here and get with the guys. They're going to try to make some and put a group together, make some money. You know what I'm saying? Get them some women. They're going to try to be somebody, And this is what they go through. This is the avenue that they take based off what type of society we've been raised up in. And the reason there's so many gangs, and y'all know this, back in the day after the 60s, after the Black Panthers and all those other gangs, the Slausons, and a lot of gangs came into play. The gangs was all about controlling your neighborhood. It wasn't about killing each other. It was all about controlling your neighborhood, looking out for your elders, making sure these babies get home when they get off the bus. We're going to feed our neighborhood. We're going to educate our neighborhood. A lot of the boys and girls clubs, a lot of those things were started by gang members, black gang members. And when I say that, I don't want y'all to think all these niggas was out there shooting each other. No. In the beginning of time, in the beginning of all this gangs and shit, after the 60s and the 70s and in the early 80s, it wasn't about no goddamn killing each other, no drugs. Like I just told y'all, it was about the community. Now, when Dr. King and Malcolm X and all those guys were killed, like I say, after the hip hop started to rise, and you had break dance, and then we was going into a cultural uprising in the 70s. They start putting crack cocaine in the hood. They stopped giving the black man certain jobs. They start subjugating us to different things. We was already being miseducated, so they start subjugating us to the project, to the ghettos. Red line and shit. They wouldn't. It was certain parts of town that a black man couldn't even go. The police gonna chill, whip your ass. Stay where y'all at, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So what these gangs would do, they would come together and they would take care of their neighborhood. But after they start pouring guns in, pouring drugs in, stripping us away from opportunities. What do y'all think our men gonna do? What do y'all think we gonna do? That's any race of people. If you strip them away from glory and you give them guns and drugs, what you think they gonna do? All right, and that's what we a product of today. So you got the GDs, the Vice Lords, Crips, Bloods, BDs, man, ABK, Sex, Money, Murder, whatever you rep, whatever gang you in, brother. We all need to understand that we need to come to the same mutual agreement that we need to govern ourselves, y'all. No more killing ourselves, all right? My brother, if you Vice Lord, you got and you feel like you a shooter, you know what to do with that iron, you know how to swing that tool. Think about being in the black military. Get militant. Don't be out here trying to kill your soldiers. That's all killing each other is. Shit, we just killing each other, killing our soldiers off. So don't kill your soldier. You know what I'm saying? Raise him up. So y'all can sit up here and gang bang and all that gang banging and then y'all switch your mind frame and take this gang banging into gang training. Let's train each other. All right, y'all go to the shooting range. Crip, Blood, BDG, whatever you is, nigga, y'all lock up, link up. All right, because it's a quiet war going on. And when shit really hit the fan, y'all the main niggas we gonna need, okay? Because a lot of these niggas out here scary. And a lot of you niggas be scary, though, low-key. Like I told you, I was locked up with some gang, and niggas was in there crying. And they was claiming BD and shit. So I know it's a soft side, it's a soft side, you niggas. But the majority of the black people in the average public is not going hand-to-hand fight. It's not going gun-to-gun fight with another race of people. I need y'all. Y'all gonna have to train. Get in your mind that we're going into a new realm, a new dimension of leadership under our rule, okay? And once we get to that level, we got to be able to control it. Once we get our own lands, once we get our own industries, we got to be able to control it and maintain it and protect it. That's the main thing. We got to protect this shit. We can't let them come take it again, okay? So for all my gangbangers, switch your mind process. Switch your train of thought. You ain't gangbanging on your brother no more. You're going to train your brother. You're going to show your brother how to shoot. You're going to show him how to move through a neighborhood. Show him all the back alleys and all the getaways and how to move through your hood. Be smart. Be militant, y'all. Don't just be out here doing goofy shit, all right? And stop selling that shit to y'all own people. You ain't doing it but killing it. We ain't doing it but killing each other like that too. Selling drugs and shit to each other. Selling crack to each other. Heroin and shit. Some of y'all niggas sell that shit to your own mama, to your own auntie. All right. So we gotta break this. We gotta break this chain now for the next generation. All right. Like I said, black people, we need to control our own. Period. All right. And I'm gonna end on this. Like I keep trying to tell y'all, this page, Generation X, I'm all about us coming together under the same mutual agreement that we no longer need Europeans, we don't need Asians, and we don't need Dravidians. We don't need none of these Iraqi and Arab, none of that. We need our own people to come together and want to control our own people, okay? Y'all can't keep on sitting here thinking that black means death and black ain't divine and that the people of Ham, which is us, and then I see they kind of try to rewrite the Bible talking about the people of Ham. It's not the Negroes, but it's the Ethiopians and the Egyptians. Same thing, goddammit. Same thing. Brown skinned people, my dark melanated people all over the world, Africa, South America, Caribbean islands, Australia, North America, no matter where you at, all right? We need to form our own nation. Black does not mean death, okay? So, like I just told y'all, black means divine. We need to govern ourselves. So, if you don't agree with this, if you think I'm wrong for saying this, especially you Europeans, I know y'all, like some of y'all might watch them now. It's just racist. It's bullshit. Okay, that you will say that you will say this is racist because I haven't said I hate white people at all. White people need to govern white people. Arabs need to govern Arabs. Asians need to govern Asians, and black people need to govern our motherfucking own self. Okay, that's what I'm saying. So look at this. Who is your leader? For all my black people, is this who you want to be in control of your life, your children's life, your destiny, your economy, your trade and commerce? Because this is who making all the money off of your black ass. When you sell dope, at the end of the day, some people like this brought that dope in, and some people like this profiting. Okay? When y'all do anything, when you go to the liquor store, when you go get a cheeseburger, When you order a movie on Netflix, when you got anything you do, when you go buy a car, when you go buy a house, they are profiting. Okay? The Pope, Queen Elizabeth, all these politicians and shit y'all see, Bill Gates and Donald Trump, all these crackers y'all see, they are profiting off of you. Period. Now, it might be hard for a lot of y'all to accept that because a lot of y'all are religious. Y'all feel like God created all people equally and shit. And some of y'all even think that white folks smarter than us. I've even heard some black people say black people stupid. Like Tommy Sotomayor, motherfucker, he be saying a lot of stupid shit. You know, I even Tommy Sotomayor, motherfucker, come to our nation. I don't care what y'all think about black people. Once we form this nation, bring your ass on. Now, if you want to stay with the Europeans, if you want to stay with the Pope and Queen Elizabeth and Donald Trump and them, if you want to stay with them, go ahead. You know, we go ahead. We ain't gonna hate you. But don't bring your black ass down here to our nation trying to be a spy or trying to come in and sabotage some shit like some of these Europeans might do. Because when it comes to this country, when it comes to our nation, we got years to get back to ourselves. It's not just gonna click overnight. It's going to take some years for us to really start educating. It's going to take a whole nother generation for us to really educate our children, educate our babies into understanding why we got our own nation now, why we needed our own nation, and why to never go back to European leadership. Never go back to European leadership. That's my message to all black people all over the world. Never go back to European leadership because we see where this shit going to get us. If y'all think this shit ain't, I know it's all right. Shit, I got me a cheeseburger. Yeah, I got me a car. I got me a house. If you think you just think again. Think again. Cause like I said, all this voting and shit coming up. Who you finna go vote for? Some Europeans. When the governor come out, when the governor come talk to you, who is he? A European. And these Europeans are not even from America. These are foreigners who control our land through lies and stolen property. And they know it. They know it. And that's why they sit up and try to cover their hands so much because they know they corrupt. They know they built this country off lies and stolen property. They know that. They know that majority of the people that came over here on boats was white people. They know that. Y'all know about the story of the Titanic and all them ships that was coming over here in the late 1800s, in the early 1900s. Europeans was pouring into what they call this, the melting pot. The soup pot or some shit. I learned that shit as a youngin. Europeans, y'all came over here just a few hundred, maybe 100 years ago. And a lot of y'all can do a genetic test and go back in y'all ancestry history and find a great granddaddy that ain't that far back that come from Sweden or Germany or somewhere, Finland or some shit. Because y'all are not indigenous to America. Y'all are foreigners. So for a European to sit up and tell me to go back to Africa, you are a dumbass because you should go back to Europe. So y'all can't say that anymore. Y'all can't use that leverage against us anymore like we're not from here. Because truth is, my people was already here, okay? And since we know that truth, we need our own empire back. We need our own lands back. Now, I'm being generous. Europeans, some of y'all can stay or whatever. Y'all can, control the north area, the North America. Y'all control all that shit. But the southern region, it needs to be us. Every black man and woman, child in America needs to move to the southern region where it's good, hot sun, and we are going to make our own borders and we're going to have our own government. Okay? We're not going to be under the U.S. Constitution anymore. We're not going to be under European rule anymore. Everybody in North America, in the southern region, Africa, Madagascar, we're going to take Australia back. We need them Caribbean islands back. We need South America back. And we're going to control our own lands and our own industries and trade, okay? That's what we need. Put our people in control so we can leave their control because that's who got us right now. And until y'all see that black is divine and black is royalty, y'all will never see that we need to break away from this power, break away from European powers. Before I go, one more thing. Just remember, the Pope, right here, the Pope, pays homage to the Black Madonna. Okay? Now, do we need our own nation? Yes, we do. Should we stop hating each other? Yes, we should. Despite of what you believe, despite of what you think your truth is, you need to come to the one understanding that our people need to control our people. Straight up. Generation X, man. I'm out of here, man.